Today I will be bringing you guys another what I eat in a day on a plant-based diet. The last what I eat in a day on a plant-based diet did so well, and I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and engaging with my video. I really appreciate it. Just thought it would just be like a good idea to create another one, especially since I'm on this plant-based journey and trying to find different recipes to make. I feel like this can help others that are trying to work their way up to a plant-based diet, because that's what I'm currently doing. I'm not 100% plant-based. I like try to eat plant-based a couple of days out of the week, but I ain't gonna lie, like I definitely feel a difference when it comes to eating regular and eating plant-based. Like when I eat regular, I just feel so heavy, I feel bloated, and like my mind, everything is just foggy and clouded. And then when I eat plant-based, I just feel lighter, I'm less bloated, like I feel like I have more energy and I don't feel bad. I'm definitely going to try my hardest to keep working my way up, so eventually one day I will be 100% plant-based. But for now, this is going to be a typical what I eat in a day, like a couple days out of the week. All right, let's stop talking and let's get right into it. Starting off with the first meal of the day is this protein berry smoothie. I actually found this recipe off of TikTok. Starting off, I'm going to blend up some cashews using almond milk. Cashews is good and high in protein. I did this first because I didn't want the cashews to be all clumpy. I want it to be nice and smooth. So that's what you see me doing in this clip. After that, I'm going to take my frozen berries, and I'm also going to put oats in this as well because that's also high in protein. And as you see me, I'm putting in my frozen berries, and then I'll be putting in the oats as well, and some extra almond milk to make the consistency looser, and I'm going to blend it up. For sweetness, I'm going to add a little bit of honey, and I'm going to blend that up again. And there is this simple protein berry smoothie. Not only was the smoothie good, but it kept me full for a nice couple of hours. Moving on to snacks is this Made Good granola minis, and these are really good and very great for on the go. For lunch, I made this sweet potato chickpea curry. This was great. I started off by peeling my sweet potatoes and also chopping them up and getting them ready to boil. Next, I am preparing to make the curry. You're going to need some crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes, chickpeas, curry seasoning, cumin seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some homemade cashew cream. Starting off by putting some oil in the pan, making sure that the pan is nice and coated with it so nothing sticks. Then I'm going to go in with some chopped garlic, and I'm going to throw in some onion, and I'm going to let that cook and simmer a little bit. Now I am putting in some of my seasonings. I saw on TikTok that if you quote unquote burn your seasonings a little bit, it brings out the flavor a little bit. So I tried to test it. I don't know how accurate that is, but the overall dish still tasted good. So now I'm going in with my crushed tomatoes. You can use diced tomatoes, whatever works for you. And then I'm going to mix that in with the garlic and onion. I'm adding a little bit of water to loosen up the consistency. Adding a little bit more seasonings and letting it simmer for a little bit. Now I'm adding my chickpeas and mixing that all in. Then I'll be adding in my cashew cream. Now I'm adding a little bit of spinach. Unfortunately, this was all the spinach that I had left. I normally would put in more, but I just had to make do. Last but not least, I'm adding in the sweet potato, mixing that all in, letting that simmer for a little bit, and now your curry is made. As a side, I am cutting up some plantains. I'm cutting them up into small slices, and soon you will see me put a little bit of cinnamon on it, and then you will see me frying them on top of the stove top. Now that everything is now done, I am pairing my curry with some quinoa, and as you can see me, I'm making my plates, and this turned out really well. I really enjoyed it. My mom enjoyed it as well, so this is definitely something I will be keeping in rotation. And here is the final product. And for dinner, me and my mom were craving some pancakes, some potatoes, some grits, so that's what we made. Breakfast for dinner. I'm starting off with peeling the skin off the potatoes, and then you'll see me chop them up. Personally, I like to cook my potatoes in the oven, but my mom wanted hers fried. So we put some oil in a pan and threw the potatoes up in there, seasoned it, did all that good stuff, and let it cook. Oh, and ignore the bacon in the background. That was for my dad. Still gotta feed him too. Moving on to the pancakes, we use this pancake mix by Simple Mills. It's almond flour. On the directions, it does say to use eggs, but we do not use eggs because we're trying to be plant-based. So instead, we use applesauce as our binder, and it still slaps every time. I promise you, I'm starting to prefer this pancake over regular. As you see, I also added in some blueberries as well, and everything else is self-explanatory. The only advice I would give y'all with this pancake mix is to use a non-stick pan. Now, when we use a regular pan, we cannot seem to flip these pancakes for anything. So we had bought this non-stick pan from, I think, Ross, and actually when we literally just flipped them with ease, like we were like stunned. So that's the only advice I'll give y'all with those. Going back to the potatoes, we added in some red onion. And then later you will also see us putting some spinach in there as well, but we're going to continue to let that cook and get a little crispy. Here I'm making some grits on the side, and everything else is kind of self-explanatory. Now I want to put y'all on to something. For those who do not use maple syrup, oh my gosh, you are missing out. Like, maple syrup on pancakes be hitting. But you can see I'm making my plates, putting the pancakes, the potatoes, the grits, and then we're adding a side of fruit as well. And that's literally our dinner, breakfast for dinner. This is going to conclude today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and that you also hit that subscribe button in addition to the bell notification so you'll be notified for any time I post a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.